Now to news from Cuba. A major financial setback is on the horizon for Cuban families this evening as Western Union has once again suspended money transfers to Cuba. This comes after the United States Department reinstated sanctions on military-run businesses in the country. Rondine Williams has filed what can be described as a most contentious and detrimental story.
For many Cuban American families, sending money back home is a lifeline, helping loved ones with food, medicine, and daily essentials. But now, with the Western Union suspending operations in Cuba, thousands are left scrambling for alternatives. The decision follows the U.S. State Department's move to reinstate sanctions on Cuban military-controlled businesses. In its official announcement, Western Union confirmed that it had no choice but to comply with the new regulations. It went further to say that it regrets the impact this decision will have on its customers and their family in Cuba. The company has, however, stated that they remain committed to resuming operations when conditions do allow. It is important to note that this is not the first time that Western Union has ceased operations in Cuba due to U.S. policies. In 2020, the company shut down its services on the island after the then Donald Trump administration imposed stringent restrictions. Service was later partially restored under the Joe Biden administration, but the latest policy shift has once again severed vital financial lifeline for many Cuban households. Meanwhile, the Cuban government has condemned the move, calling it an inhumane act that harms ordinary citizens rather than the country's leadership. A release from the Foreign Affairs Ministry describes this move as another attempt to suffocate Cuban people economically and deepen their suffering. While some Cuban Americans may turn to informal money transfer services or other financial providers, these alternatives often come with high fees or unreliable delivery. Advocacy groups are calling for new solutions to ensure Cuban families receive much-needed financial support. For now, the uncertainty continues, and we'll have more in subsequent newscasts. Reporting for CBX Business News, I'm Rondine Williams. Back to you, Neil.
Thanks again, Rondine.